Quick hitter on some spices, okay? Ginger and saffron. I'm not very familiar with saffron, but I am familiar with ginger. So, why is it the ultimate winter ingredient? Well, interesting things to know about ginger and how to use it as a herb and as a food. The overall popularity of ginger is that it's warming. Okay, how does it do that? It doesn't necessarily mean spicy, but rather the net effect after eating ginger, your body will feel slightly warmer. Over time, if you can eat or intake ginger daily, your body may warm up considerably. Why is that important? Well, you know what, to stave off chronic coldness, aches and pains in the flare of cold weather. I don't know where you guys are at right now, but it is currently, like 35, 40 below outside, so hopefully you guys are doing a little bit better. And any other cold-related health issues. If you're getting a cold or a flu, ginger may help fight it off. Here's a recipe. Combined grated ginger root with chopped scallions in a hot water or broth. That sounds awful. Drink up, wrap up, and then go to bed. And the combination of ginger and scallions will heat up your body and make sure that you sweat a little, hopefully enough to sweat out a cold before it lay you up for the next week or so. So yeah, just as a preventative measure. Ginger is known for helping you reduce nausea. Okay, if you say so. It's been effectively used to treat morning sickness and nausea from chemotherapy. Oh, geez, how lovely. Now you can grate some ginger into a hot water or look for powdered ginger in capsules in stores that carry common herbal supplements. Yeah, it's pretty popular. And it's dirt cheap. Not only is ginger helpful for nausea, but it also warms your stomach and is used as a digestive aid. In the case of ginger, grated into hot water works. But you can also eat a few pieces of candied ginger. It's not as bad as it sounds, but I wouldn't sit down with a bag of it. We'll just leave it at that. Ginger cookies and pickled ginger after your meals. Pickled ginger? I am not familiar with that. Yeah, sushi, again, it comes with... Okay, that's pickled ginger. Okay, it's terrible, and I don't like it. Some people like it, but it's there. Delicious, it'd fight you. But more importantly, that's because ginger can offset the toxicity of a bad piece of fish. Interesting. Furthermore, ginger is often used in some herbal formulas to balance out the effects of other mildly toxic herbs. Ginger can be used as an effective treatment for food poisoning or dysentery. Okay, it ramps up the secretion of gastric juices and helps you digest your food more quickly. Doing so creates unfriendly environment for any bacteria that might otherwise be hanging around and make you sick. In most cases, you can peel the skin off the ginger root and throw it away. However, in Chinese herbal medicine, the skin of the ginger root is also useful. Used as a diuretic, which promotes urination as a way to reduce water swelling called edema. Yep. So yeah, ginger, you've probably seen it in literally every store that you've been, and it's, you know what, it's a nifty taste if you want to start throwing it in there in a lieu of garlic, but garlic's also good for you. But we're not talking about garlic, we're talking about ginger. So for a little bit of a spice out there, if you want to throw that in there, hey, I'd highly recommend it. And there are some of the little tips that are out there. But okay, saffron. What the hell is saffron? I've never heard of this before, but I found out that it's going to help your eye health. It's something I'm very concerned about because I have a long history of bad eyes, bad peepers in my family. So anything I can do to try to stave off the effects of macular degeneration, basically your sight going one little twinkle at a time, well, might as well figure it out and make a video on it. As baby boomers mature en masse age-related, macular degeneration X. What's up? Make some noise. AMD is on the rise. AMD is the leading cause of vision loss among people 50 or older. It affects more than 10 million people in the United States, according to the American Macular Degeneration Foundation. Fortunately, an ancient spice offers some protection. Tell me more. The macula is a small spot near the center of the retina, the area it needs for central vision to see objects straight ahead. When the macula becomes damaged, it severely limits your ability to see things that are in your central line of vision. Age-related macular degeneration progresses. A blurred area develops near the center of your vision. In addition, objects may not appear as sharp or bright as they used to. Colors seem faded. Loss of central vision can interfere with daily activities such as recognizing faces, reading, driving, working, cooking, and watching TV. Besides, the biggest risk factor for AMD is smoking. Huh. Other risk factors include sun exposure, obviously, that makes sense, stressing the eyes, high blood pressure, and obesity. Interesting. Very interesting. But we also know that people who exercise and eat leafy vegetables and fish have a lower risk of developing the disease. Recent studies have found certain nutrients protect against progression of AMD. Researchers at the National Eye Institute conducted 2 age-related eye disease studies, AREDS and AREDS 2. All right, tell us more. Other studies, AREDS 2 found that a combination of lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and copper further reduced the risk of late-stage AMD. But what about AREDS number 1? Studies showed that a combination of vitamin C, vitamin E, beta-carotene, zinc, and copper reduced late-stage AMD by 25%. Cool. Other studies showed that rosemary may protect against macular degeneration. Very tasty herb as well. The study of Australian and Italian, we love to cook with all the spices. Show the Mediterranean spice saffron may help slow the progression of AMD and improve vision. In 2010, sorry, I don't know where the 8 came from. Maybe we're talking about food. That's why. Researchers conducted a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study of 25 people with early-stage AMD. The participants were randomly assigned to the placebo group of saffron. That group was supplemented with 20 milligrams per day of saffron. A study published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science revealed that after 90 days, researchers saw noteworthy improvement in the saffron group, not seen in the placebo group. A longitudinal study, open-label follow-up study in 2012, the researchers tested the group of 29 patients aged 55 to 85 with early-stage AMD. The patients received 20 milligrams per day of the supplement for 14 months. Researchers again observed the improvements in the participants' clinical measurements of the disease after saffron supplementation. In addition, all of the patients reported an improvement in the quality of vision. They experienced improvements in the contrast and color perception, reading ability, and vision in low light. That's all tremendous. All of the added up to a substantial improvement in the patient's quality of life. Yeah, no doubt. See better, live better. I'm sure that's some corny corporate slogan out there. So why does saffron work? That's what I want to know. Okay, there are antioxidant derivatives of carotenoids. Oh, interesting. Croquin protects photoreceptors and light-induced deaths. Crotocin increase the ability of oxygen in the cells. Okay, these are abundant in saffron, apparently. Saffron contains over 150 volatile and aromatic compounds that contribute to a long list of other health benefits affirmed by a scientific study. If you'd like to click on that, a link in the description, of course. Saffron beats Ariceps for Alzheimer's disease. Sweet! A 22-week randomized double-blind controlled trial published in Psychopharmacology in 2010 showed that 15 milligrams of saffron twice a day was effective as a donacapel. Okay. Aricept is a management to a mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease. Another 16-week randomized and placebo-controlled trial showed that 15 milligrams of saffron twice per day was both safe and effective in treating mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease. All right. Saffron as effective as Prozac for depression? What? Double-blind study published in the journal Progress in Neuropsychopharmacology. Those are words. And biological psychiatry. Duh. Mess up the easiest word that's in that list. 15 milligrams twice daily of saffron was just as effective as Prozac in treating depression, without all the nasty, hormonal side effects. Has resulted in the 25% remission rate. It's also been shown to improve sexual problems induced by Prozac use. Okay, that one as well. Another study in 2004 found treatment with saffron as effective as a depression drug as trafenil, in treating mild to moderate depression. As a meta-analysis published in the Journal of Integrative Medicine in 2013 found that saffron is effective at treating major depression disorders. It looks like it's been well researched for depression. Interesting. Other researchers-backed health benefits of saffron include increased satiation or satiety or with help, or with weight loss with help loss. Jeez, my eyes need some help loss apparently. Helps relieve menstrual pain as better than an NSAID drug, obviously. Okay, reduces premenstrual syndrome and a potent cancer chemopreventative agent. Okay, two of those four I will hopefully never find myself afflicted with, and the other two are just, you know what, structural impossibilities for me to run afoul of for obvious reasons. Other studies indicate saffron may help protect blood vessels, reduce the effect of diabetes, and improve cognitive decline related to aging. So, how do you use this stuff? How do you use this magical flower? Well, saffron comes from a dried dark red or yellow stigmas at the center of the crocus flower. Sweet. Many home cooks shy away from the bright spice because of its cost. In fact, it is said to be the most expensive spice in the world. Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it before. At $1,500 a pound and up, okay, that makes sense, but it is magic, so that's because it takes about 15,000 flowers to make just 3.5 ounces of dry saffron threads. Okay. Each flower blooms just one week a year. Okay, very, very rare. And all of these threads have to be harvested by hand. Oh my god, now I know why I haven't heard of it before. Fortunately, you don't need a lot of saffron for the benefits of its flavor and color in cooking. Just a pinch, about 20 threads, is all you need for most dishes. But where do you find this stuff, okay? Steep the threads in hot water or broth for about 5 to 20 minutes before adding them to your recipe. This releases a saffron's essence and aroma. Add saffron to risotto and other rice dishes. Okay. It goes well with seafood dishes such as bouillabaisse. Oh, sweet. Chip will love it. Or paella? Okay, I don't know. Or use it in beef stews and tomato sauces, mostly because, what, it's red and dark yellow? That kind of makes sense. Once you've made an investment in saffron, literal investment, store it in a container away from sunlight. It should last for years. Oh, okay, that's good. At least it's not expensive, and it quickly deteriorates. So yeah, I found that interesting, okay? And if you've never heard of saffron before, now you should have at least a little bit of a background. And you know what? Hey, just throwing on a bit of that ginger right there will also help you out a little bit as well. And boy, that's a nice looking flower. Anyways, with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.